I wish you could have been there, sitting beside me in my vice president's office just 2 months ago. You could have felt the excitement in the room radiating from me, because this was my opportunity. There was a job promotion, and I put all my cards on the table. This is it. I've been working towards this for the last 20 years. This is the time. And then you would have seen on my face the biggest disappointment when she turned to me and said, "I'm sorry, Tim, but we have found somebody else for the job." This wouldn't have been the first time that I've heard this before. In fact, when I started my career 20 years ago, I started as a summer student and made my way into a full-time job. And all the people around me were doing something similar, building up their knowledge of the industry, doing big projects, and then getting promoted. And I thought this was the way in which it was done. And so I followed their lead, built up my name, did some big projects, did some big things. And when it came time to come and ask for the big promotion, I was told, "I'm sorry, Tim, but you're not ready yet." So I did what I thought was the right thing to do, and I left. And I went to another organization and did the exact same thing. And I would find myself in this pattern all the time. Because I always thought that the grass was greener on the other side. That promotion, that managerial position would be so much better. You would be so much more esteemed in the organization. And that's what I wanted. But it really didn't hit me until about last December, January timeframe, this concept of the grass being greener on the other side. And it would be, of all people, my 1-year-old daughter that would teach me about this. You see, my wife, she had just finished her maternity and paternity leave, and so it was time to go back to work. And unfortunately, we didn't have a family support system to be able to look after our daughter, so we decided to put her into daycare. And being the parents that we are, we decided to split those duties. So I took the morning drop-off, and my wife did the pickup. And I knew that for my daughter, it needed to be consistent every day. So I made sure that we tried to leave on time every day. I tried to park at the same spot every day. And then when I got her out of the car, I would ask her the same question every day. I'd get her in my arms and I'd look at her and I'd say, "Now tell me, who loves you?" Now as a 1-year-old, she doesn't have a lot of vocabulary, so I had to stick it out for a little while. But as we worked with her at home, reading to her and speaking to her, and she was learning from the daycare, she started to develop some words. And so one day she really surprised me when we were dropping her off at the daycare, and I got her out of the car and I put her in my arms and I said, "Now tell me, who loves you?" And she pointed out and she said, "Bus." And the Brampton Transit bus went by, and I was like, "Yes, that's right, that's the bus. Good for you." Wasn't what I wanted to hear, but still, it was good. And as time would go on, more words would come out. And I remember this one particular day that everything was going just right. I mean, she went to bed the night before on time. And then when she woke up, she was in a fantastic, happy mood. She ate all of her breakfast. She didn't give us any issues in getting changed to get ready to go to school. As we were driving to the daycare, we were singing the alphabet song, working on numbers. It was fantastic. And I thought, this is the day. So I pulled her out of the car. And I brought her in my arms and I asked her the question, "So tell me, who loves you?" And she looked at me with those chestnut brown eyes and long curly hair. And she said, "Pancake." Guess she was hungry. But you see, I didn't decide that that was it. I'm not going to do this anymore. I had invested so much into it. It's not about the grass being greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. I had invested all this energy and passion into trying to get her to say the one word I wanted to hear. And we had worked from nothing to pancake. It's got to happen. You just got to keep at it. So I really wasn't happy about 2 weeks ago. You know, I hadn't gotten the promotion, things weren't really going that well, and maybe she sensed it, I don't know. But on that one particular day, we were really quiet in the car driving to the daycare. And I got her out of the car, but in the same fashion, I took her into my arms and I said, "Now tell me who loves you." And without a heartbeat missed, she said, "Daddy." And that's when I knew that all that work, it was just about having the right passion. I don't know if that promotion is really what I'm meant to do. But when I put all my energy into something and I have the passion, the burning desire to want to see it through, that's when I'm successful. Not grass being greener on any other side, just grass being greener where I water it. So I look to you to say, what are you passionate about? What are you investing your time and energy in? Just make sure whatever it is that you keep at it in the good times and bad, because you never know what remarkable outcome will come at any time. Thank you.